Oh, goody.
Alright, what's up everybody? It is Zombies here again, and today we have another few games from the Coin Concede Open Series. So this is actually round 5, so this is actually the final round before the top 8 are selected. And I will give you a little warning here, there are definitely some misplays, especially in game 1 here from me. We played these games super late at night, and I had not had a lot of time to practice before playing this. Been kind of busy with the holidays and other stuff going on, so I haven't had a ton of time to play Mercs recently. So I was a little bit rusty going into this, but I really loved our opponent's comp here. They brought something really, really cool. They brought pirates, right? And they actually have a Diamond Edwin, which is sweet. I really like Diamond Edwin. But yeah, so I'm actually rocking the same comp that I brought the prior week, basically. I decided to change it up a little bit though, and I wanted to start off with this Frost lead here with Lich King. The reason for this is what I'd been playing the most on ladder, and it kind of is what I felt most comfortable with, so I figured, not really knowing what to expect, it would be a pretty solid choice, and pretty much felt like it. Now, the opponent's comp is definitely scary here, but I think we were actually lined up pretty well against them, all things considered. Pretty interesting to me that they actually decided to go for the Lich King there. I think kind of our biggest priority here was taking out the Smite before it could really start getting its combo off, which was very big. And if we can just allow the scaling to continue, we should just be able to kind of run away with the game. Here I end up going for a Snap, as I figure their main abilities are very slow. So I thought I could kind of get away with it. And yeah, we do end up taking damage here from Smite. He does do a fair amount of damage, but could have been worse, all things considered. He doesn't kill any mercs here. He doesn't gain really that much in stats. And now him and Edwin are pretty much done for. There's really not a whole lot they can do. And even with the speed boost from Edwin, they're just going to be too slow here to kind of do much before we can kill them. Yep, so they summon another cannon with Eudora, and that was actually a pretty clever play, so they did actually get a move off with Edwin there. And the cannon was actually pretty bad for us, right? Like, the cannon killing Varden and then taking the freeze kind of sucks. But on the opposite side of that, we do now have a free target for this cookie health increase, and they've just been leaving our Jaina alone. Jaina's scaling really, really hard. She still has the ice block to protect herself. I was feeling pretty good about this when I saw that. Now they bring out the Karen and Diablo. So I was a little bit worried about this, to be honest, because obviously I do have 2 blues on the board and only 1 merc left remaining, and it is not a protector, so it's going to be harder to kill in Diablo. Karen's super effective against it. However, I think the cookie snipe here was very helpful in kind of giving a little bit of extra survivability to my board that really we really needed it at this point in the game. That extra 15 health went a long way, in my opinion. And I definitely don't think I would have won the game without it. So maybe the kind of the turn with the Varden death and the freeze on the cannon wasn't really that bad as it looked after all. So here, basically figure, well, we were fast and we might as well try and do what we can to snipe down the Karen here while getting good damage on the Diablo. And I think that's really just the best course of action here. So, actually, I'm setting up for a cookie snipe, it looks like. Yeah, cookie snipe. Interesting. So, obviously, we're faster than the opposing cookie because of our Valera speed buffs. So even though they are going to get a kill here, I actually probably should have used the fish, I think. I don't know if I do. I think I do. Right? Yeah, I attack in with the fish because it helps making Diablo deal less damage, right? But yeah, so even after the slow, I am still faster because of Valera, so I can get the snipe off on the Karen, and as you can see, that extra plus 15 health totally makes a big difference. Now, the fish is going to end up dying there either way, I believe. Maybe I shouldn't have smacked him with it, but then I think he would have gotten extra proc, so I'm pretty sure the play I made there is still correct. And Jaina has just, like, scaled so much at this point. She's just, like, an actual, like, cannon right now. Like, she just deals so much damage. We're able to snipe down Karen before he can do anything. Another 30 on Diablo. And now it is 4 mercs versus 2. Even though 2 of ours are at lower health, they've kind of done the job we needed them to do. And even though Jaina is a little bit lower, she has that nice ice block protection, which is very, very key. So again here, I'm just trying to play around the Earth Stomp a little bit. Oh, I guess I actually changed my mind. I was definitely, like I said, these games were played super late. I think both of us kind of forgot about the games this week because we just had a lot going on. But I'm glad my opponent reached out to me because I totally forgot about it this week. Just so much other stuff going on. So here we do lose our Valera, and Jaina still doesn't have the block popped, which is so huge because now Cookie cannot effectively snipe her. I'm not sure if the plays I made here at the end were correct. I think it was probably right to actually focus down Diablo first. And instead, I kind of went for the damage on the Cookie, and I don't really think that's correct, looking back in retrospect. But hindsight is 20/20, as they say. Speaking of hindsight being 20/20, I think our opponent 100% should have. I think it was probably better for them to actually. Maybe it's hard to say, right? But I think. Oh no, it's the buff. I thought it was the healing one. Never mind. I was thinking it might be better to snipe the fish, but I thought it was the healing fish, not the buff fish. Buff fish does not make nearly as much of a difference as healing fish would here. Yeah, so they are going to get the snipe off, right, on our Jaina with their Cookie. Nothing we can really do about that. But our Illidan is beefy enough here where he can take down what we've got remaining, no problem. It actually does end up being closer than I thought it would be due to the health increase here, because they do get the health increase from the Cookie and from the stats from the fish. So I actually don't kill Diablo this turn like I thought I was going to, and this had me panicking a little because I was just like, shit, wait, can he actually like kill me now? If they actually went for his Cookie's first skill there, I would have actually lost this game. And I don't know why I was hovering there because I didn't want to bump in and get a draw. That's why I was doing that. Yeah, so live at 2 HP, really, really close. It should not have been that close. I think it definitely could have been. I definitely think it could have been played much better. But as you can see down there, we played this at like 1 in the morning, so I was not on my game. I was. And also very rusty at the time. I just picked this comp because it's what I'd played the most, and felt it would work good. I do believe I make some sideboard changes here, though. Now, we do have access to a sideboard for this event, 3 Mercenary sideboard, and I do think I switch it up here because I am expecting some sideboarding in from the opponent, as these are open deck list games. So we do know what each other is playing, and that way we can kind of adjust and repurpose our lineups to kind of account for what we think our opponent's bringing. So I felt like Frost, while it was all right in that game, didn't do everything I needed it to do. And especially looking at my opponent's sideboard options, I thought it would be good to switch things up a lot here and actually go with Illidan, Valera, Cornelius lead into a nature bench. And it's pretty amazing how much you can really change up a lineup with just a 3-merc sideboard. It's like really rather awesome. Like if you look at the comp I have now compared to game 1, it feels super duper different to play. And now we're going to see what our opponent ended up siding in. And it looks like they're going for a more nature-focused approach this time around. And I was actually really happy when I saw this, because I think Valera, Illidan, Cornelius actually does pretty well against these nature Sumero starts, which we haven't really seen quite as much of in the recent meta. I think my opponent told me after the games they hadn't had a ton of time to play since Valera, so this was actually one of their first times going up against her, and they were pretty shocked at how ridiculous some of the things she enabled were, like all these 0-speed abilities. That's definitely one interaction I am a very big fan of with Illidan. 0-speed Illidan skill 1 is just disgusting. The fact that you can combo Valera with it, it's just absurd, and I'm really happy Illidan is like in a good place right now where he's seeing play, because he was one of my favorite mercenaries at launch that just wasn't quite there power level wise, and now he's feeling really good. The buffs really helped him out a lot, and now with some additional synergies and whatnot, he's just been absolutely going ham. So we got a lot of damage off on their Malfurion here, which was the goal. Also, importantly, Cornelius is doing a lot in soaking up damage and providing healing. That's kind of the whole goal here with Cornelius. Like, that's all we want him to do, and he does a very, very good job at it, especially against a very offensive scaling threat like Sumero. So here I'm thinking just what is the best way to do this, per se. And ultimately, I think I just want to get as much damage on the field as possible with Illidan, since he's already scaled up to 33 attack. He's going to have some more health from the Cornelius. It should be rather good, and it also plays around any possible root shenanigans that Malfurion could potentially do. So they do actually get a pretty solid damage chain lightning off there, but Illidan actually lives at 2, which is nutty. And our opponent also makes a rather critical mistake here, in my opinion. They leave Brukan on the outside, and I guess Illidan could have killed Sumero as well, right? But the thing is, if Illidan hit Sumero, Illidan would die. And I believe, right? Because I think he takes the damage. Actually, no, he wouldn't die because he gains 25. He'd be at 27, but he'd be at 5, right? Either way, the mistake here is I don't even go for the heal yet. I think maybe I go for the heal next turn. I remember I heal. I guess it doesn't matter to go for the heal this turn, because I can literally... yeah, look at that. So I literally one-hit KO, full health cookie with my 2 health Illidan. I'm able to clean up the board. We still have a full health Malfurion, and yeah, that's they know the end is nigh there. So, but yeah, these were the games for this week. I actually made it into the top 8. So we're going to see some more games from that. Tankster made it as well, so maybe we'll get a little fighting pit showdown in the finals, or like top 8 or whatever. So that should be really fun. Expect more of this stuff in the future. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.